Unlock door hack saves
We're gonna
money.
light the tips on fire. See what I'm doing right here? We're lighting these on fire so that this become more malleable, right? Just like that. Okay, perfect. Now what you want to do, see how these are burnt? Now what you want to do is cut the tips off, just like that. Now we're left with the wire. Okay, now this is what you want to do next. Okay, you want to get one tip of the wire and tie it around the door. See how I tie around the door handle? So this is what you're gonna do in case if you're locked out of your house. Okay, if you're locked outside your house, right, this is what you want to do. You want to tie it really tight, just like that. You want to tie it really tight on the door, the iPhone charger, just like that. Once you have that tied on, okay, you want to get a straw. Okay, and what you want to do is get a razor blade, right, and really just cut down the center of the straw. Really open that up. This is the thing we use to get through the door. In an environment where you're locked outside your house, this is what you need to do in order to save yourself, right? So let's say you left your keys in the house, you locked the door, you left your keys in the house. This is what you want to do. So you want to open up the straw, just like that. Put this wire in the straw and then wrap it around. Okay, you want to keep going, wrap the whole wire into the straw. This is very important because what you need to do is use this straw, because it's thinner than the wire, to get through the door crack right here, this door crack. Okay, so what we're gonna do is get that thing through perfect. So now there's a tip and there's the wire. We're gonna slide it in all the way to the edge of the wire. Okay, just like that. And that's what we want to see. Okay, now put that in there. See, the wire's in there. Now what we want to do is fold the tip, just like that. I'm gonna fold it and really get that tip sharp and flat. Okay, just like that. Okay, now you want to do, just get it through the door. See how easily it goes through the door? Just like that. Because the wire is too malleable, but the straw is really strong. So you want to get it through the door, just like that. See how easy it gets through the door? Just like that. And what you want to do is take the wire, and you just want to keep feeding it as much as you can through the door until this wire right here is taut. Okay, so you want to keep feeding the wire until this wire is taut. So we're going to keep feeding it through the door until it gets taut. Just like that. So keep feeding it until it gets super tight. See how super tight now? See, super tight, less slack. And now what you want to do is get your Vaseline, okay? And now you'll just grab a handful, just like that, and rub it into this crack right here, into the crack of the door, okay? Just get into that crack and run around the wire. This is gonna lubricate the wire, right? So that it doesn't break or overheat when we do the next step. So you want to really lubricate the spot, because this is the spot that's going to bust this door. So if you're in a situation where you're locked out of your house, right, this is what you have to do, right? Get Vaseline, a wire, and a straw. That's all you need, right? And that's how you open a door, okay? Just using these steps, okay? After you got that really lubed up, now it's time for the magic. You want to get in there and then really work your finger into the crack. So I'm going to work my finger into the crack, and then I'm just going to grab the wire. I push it so down, there's a lot of slack in the wire, just like this. And you just want to pull the wire just like so, back out. And see the straw right here? Right, we're done with it. And this is what, the reason why we use straw is to get in this tiny crevice, because this is too malleable, while the straw is nice and straight. Okay, so once you have the wire, you want to keep pulling it just like so, right? And you see how the door is slowly lifting up, but it's locked on the bolt. So whatever happens on this door is not going to do anything. But we need to use the door as a leverage point, right? And so I'm going to pull the door down, right? See how it's locked? Right? And I'm going to nice and pull, right? Pull just like this. And we're going to use that wire to really get in there and work the bolts, okay? In a situation where you are locked out of your house, this is the best way to get back into your house, just using an iPhone wire, a straw, and Vaseline, okay? So we're gonna just really push and pull, just like that, and we're gonna really pull that wire. Just, you hear that? If you hear that noise, that's how you know it's getting really close to what we need to do, okay? So what we're gonna do, just like that, we're gonna just twist the wire, just like that, in this motion, and really get in there, right? Really get in there, create that tension and that heat. Right now we're trying to create the heat required in order for us to pop the door, okay? And another thing is, you can't let the wire get too dry. So when you're doing this motion, it's gonna get dry. So what you wanna do is use some lotion, right? And really get into that crack. I'll lock it real quick. Really get in that crack to lube the wire, okay? If it falls, that's fine. We're just gonna clean this after. This is the fastest way to unlock the door without requiring to hire a locksmith, okay? So once you have that wire lubed up, you can see it's lubed up, you just really push and pull that wire, just like this, okay? It looks like it's about to pop. You guys can see door is locked. And I'm gonna show you guys how to pop the door. Okay, so it's really tight in there. It's a lot of lubrication. But the thing is, we're not generating enough heat. We could do this for 30 minutes, right? What's gonna happen is it's gonna pop in 30 minutes. We do this nice seesaw action, but we wanna do it now. You never know, in an emergency, you might just need to go now. So we're gonna just grab back our lighter. I'm gonna grab your wire, get right underneath, right here. You hear that noise? Yeah, that's what you wanna hear. You wanna heat up this wire just very gently, right? Just like that. And then you just wanna try to get that wire going and heat up the wire. And that's gonna really help with the heat to create that friction that we want, right? Just like this. Just like that. Yeah, perfect. Now, what you wanna do is keep pushing and pulling. Now it's way easier to push and pull because of the heat, right? Now, you wanna keep pushing and pulling, right? Just like this. And push and pull until get that lock open, okay? Keep going, right? And you really just get in there, create that motion, okay? So it's still locked, but I'm gonna show you guys the next step. You wanna use your hand tightening wipe, okay? Pull this out, all right? Open it up. And what we wanna do is open it up and really get into that crack, all right? Just like that. Clean it up a little bit, all right? But at the same time, this hand tightening wipe has the right chemicals to break down that lock, all right? So you're in a situation where you're outside, you locked out your house, right? And you only have an iPhone wire and a straw and some of the stuff that we mentioned, you could pop the door in the case of emergency, okay guys? Only do this, only if you're in an emergency, right? And you can see that it's almost about to pop. You can even hear it, like coming close, like, hear that? It's about to come out, right? So, what do you hear it, right? You hear it?
Yeah, it's jiggling in there.
Yeah, it's jiggling. So what we want to do is pull and knot the wire. So we're going to pull across the wire. See, that's where the lock is, okay? Where that tension is on my wire, that's where the lock is. See how the wire's going around the lock bolt? So you're just gonna pull just like this and taut it and watch. Just keep pulling. The tension, the heat that we created is just enough. And if I just pull and yeah. So you just wanna pull just like that, and the tension gets too strong, it just snaps.
Oh, whoa.
See that?
Flies through.
So I think it opens. Look at that.
Nice.
You see where all the friction is on the lock right here? Right? All the lubrication that went through the lock, right? And that's just using an iPhone wire, right? With a straw and a lighter.
And Vaseline.
And that's how you guys open a lock in an emergency situation, right? When you need to get in your house using an iPhone.